Welcome to our subject Digital Signal Processing. My name is Satish Koduri. Today our topic is sampling rate conversion using interpolation and decimation. In previous classes we studied interpolation and decimation. Interpolation means increasing the samples of a discrete time signal. Here consider a system which has input x of n. It has number of samples 16,000 and we need 32,000 samples. We need to increase the samples from 16,000 to 32,000. We need to do the operation interpolation with a factor of 2. In second case, decimation. Decimation means reduce number of samples of a discrete time signal. Let us consider input signal x of n has 16,000 samples. We need 8,000 samples. Here we need to do the operation decimation with a factor 2. In third case, if input signal has 16,000 samples, we need 24,000 samples. The multiplication factor is 1.5. Here 1.5 is fractional part. We cannot do interpolation with 1.5, but we can write 1.5 as 3 divided by 2. So we need to do both operations, interpolation as well as decimation. Now we are going to discuss sampling rate conversion using interpolation and decimation. As we have discussed in previous class, this portion represents interpolation. After interpolation, we need to use low pass filter to avoid images, that is anti-imaging filter. This represents decimation process. Before decimation, we need to use low pass filter to avoid aliasing effect. So this filter is anti-aliasing filter. This filter is anti-imaging filter. Here we are cascading output of interpolator is given to input of decimator. By cascading these two systems, we are doing interpolation decimation operation. So here input signal is given to the interpolator. At the output we will get interpolation sequence. After that it is passed through low pass filter to avoid images in the spectrum. After that, to avoid aliasing effect, we need to pass the output of interpolator through anti-aliasing filter and it is fed to the decimator. At the output we will get sampling rate conversion signal with I and D, means interpolation and decimation. These are the steps we need to follow. Perform interpolation of operation with a factor I. Filter the output of the interpolator using low pass filter, that is anti-imaging filter, with bandwidth pi by I. Output of anti-imaging filter is passed through another low pass filter to avoid aliasing effect, that is anti-aliasing filter, with a bandwidth of pi by d. and at last perform decimation operation by decimation factor d. So this is the explanation of sampling rate conversion of interpolation and decimation. Now we are going to discuss spectrum of sampling rate converter I by D. Instead of using two low pass filters, here I am using only one low pass filter. This will act as anti-imaging filter as well as anti-aliasing filter. In this block diagram we have interpolator, low pass filter, decimator. X of n represents input of the signal, V of n is output of interpolator, W of n is band limited version of V of n, that is X of n by I, and it is passed through decimator. At the output we will get WDN, that is X of dn by I, where X of e power j omega is frequency spectrum of input signal X of n, and V of e power j omega is frequency spectrum of V of n, where V of n is X of n by I interpolation operation. That is V of e power j omega is frequency spectrum of interpolation, that is X of e power j omega I. This one we discussed in spectrum of interpolation. And W of e power j omega is frequency spectrum of W of n, low pass filter. And bandwidth is minimum of pi by I. This is anti-imaging filter bandwidth. This is anti-aliasing filter bandwidth. Minimum of bandwidth we need to take. So W of e power j omega is same as X of e power j omega I with bandwidth minimum of pi by I and pi by D. And finally, y of e power j omega is frequency spectrum of y of n. It is nothing but frequency spectrum of decimator. That is, y of e power j omega is equal to 1 by d summation k equal to 0 to d minus 1 x of e power j omega I by d, where k is equal to 0. This is when k is 1, 2, 3, 4 values, integer values. Now we are going to discuss applications of multi-rate signal processing. Multi-rate signal processing is used in analog to digital converters and digital to analog converters, and it is used in high quality data storage systems. And this application is already we discussed in the introduction class of multi-rate signal processing. CD sampling rate is 44,100 Hz, and digital audio tape sampling rate is 48,000 Hz. Here when we need to convert digital audio tape to compact disc, we need to use multi-rate signal processing techniques. In video signal processing, in speech signal processing, and trans multiplexers, in FIR and IIR filters, we need to use multi-rate signal processing. Advantages of multi-rate signal processing. Multi-rate signal process can reduce the storage of filter coefficients, so it minimizes the memory requirement and it will reduce the order of the filter. Finite word length effects are reduced by using multi-rate signal processing. If number of samples are reduced, memory locations are reduced, automatically number of computations also reduces. Thank you for watching.